Where you do make the money. She's talking about the $100,000. Yeah, you can do that though. $1,093 a month is what he would pay in child support.
That's it?
That's it. Rhonda B, I'm going to go find me a job. That's all I want to hear. If it's anything else other than that, I'm not entertaining it. You all are done, and if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you. Ms. Smith, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, good morning. I come here today to try to get his child support raised.
Okay.
We have one child, and I believe that he has some income that he's actually not reporting. We kind of try to make it work not too long ago, and when I was at his house, I found a bunch of pornographic movies.
What do you mean make it work?
We've been separated for a long time. Our son's 11.
Okay.
Ms. Smith enters the courtroom not just for child support but to expose a shocking secret. She accuses her ex of hiding income and reveals something disturbing she found in his home. But what she says next leaves the judge speechless. Is he hiding more than money? Stay tuned.
We've been separated for a long time. Our son's 11.
Okay.
But we kind of got back together, and he has a bunch of like pornographic movies in his house.
I'm afraid you're going to stab yourself in the eye with that pen.
Sorry.
I just don't want you to do that.
He's the main character on the movies with all these different women. And he is saying that that I can't be mad at him. It's not cheating if he's making porn. And some of them are in our bed. And I said, well, it doesn't work like that. You can't, just because you're filming doesn't mean it's not cheating. And I said, you have to be getting paid for it to actually be a porn.
Just when it seemed like co-parenting was back on track, she reveals the unthinkable. He's not just watching films, he's starring in them. And worse, some were filmed in their bed. But when she confronts him, his excuse is jaw-dropping. Is this cheating or a career?
And I said, you have to be getting paid for it to actually be a porn. And he said he was getting paid for them. And there's tons of them. So I feel like...
So you believe he's getting paid from that?
And plus, his business, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's almost close to 100,000, give or take, like maybe 10 to 15.
Okay.
So I feel like I get a measly $600 a month from him. I feel like
so
something's
that's how
not
much
right.
his child support is
Currently.
set at right now?
Yes.
Okay.
We went through mediation at the child support office.
Yeah.
So, but that was, you know.
She insists he's profiting off his X-rated lifestyle, while she struggles to raise their son on $600 a month, with suspicions of nearly $100,000 in hidden earnings. She demands justice. But is it all speculation, or is there a paper trail that could expose it all?
Child support office.
Yeah.
So, but that was, you know, he's...
How long ago was that?
He's 11, and I guess 10 years ago.
Oh yeah,
He was little.
that has been a while. You've been way overdue for a modification for a number of reasons. So, about this income, is what she's saying true? Does it include that?
Well, it's payment in one way or another.
Is a yes or a no?
No, ma'am, I'm not getting paid technically.
So that means you're lying.
So you're doing it for free? Well, you know what, never mind. That's not my business. I'm sorry. That's not my business. So your business, where you do make the money, she's talking about the $100,000?
When asked directly if he profits from the videos, he denies it, claiming he does it for free. The courtroom gasps. Even the judge has to step back. But if he's not making money, what is he hiding? And what is his real income?
Where you do make the money, she's talking about the $100,000. Do you make $100,000?
No, ma'am, I have 85 to 90,000 on the high end on a good year.
Okay. All right. What is it that you do?
I'm a mechanic.
Mechanic. Okay. All right. So you said 90 on the high end.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor, is there any way that we could subpoena his financial records for the thing?
Well, you can. I'm not going to do a subpoena on anything like that. I don't want to see it. Yeah. You can do that though. Yeah, if it exists, you can do that.
She pushes for a subpoena to expose his secret earnings, but the judge won't touch it. Even she admits she doesn't want to see it. So now it's up to her. Can she track the money trail and prove her claim? The burden is on her now.
Yeah, you can do that though. Yeah, if it exists, you can do that, you know, but subpoenas aren't free. So I hope you know exactly what it is that you're looking for.
Well, there's so many of them, and he told me that he's getting paid for them, and there's like thousands, not hundreds,
Okay.
thousands of DVDs with him in there on our bed.
I'll tell you what, once you find some sort of income, some paper trail that shows that, then if you were to bring it back in court, we could entertain it then. But as of today, unless you have some sort of proof that shows that he has income from that, and unless he tells me otherwise, I can't really go off of that.
She claims. There are thousands of DVDs featuring him with some shot in their bed. The judge sets one condition. Bring hard proof or there's no case. Can she dig up the evidence? Or will his alleged second income remain hidden in plain sight?
And unless he tells me otherwise, I can't really go off of that. I can only go off of what he told me. And he said 90,000 on the high end. I think you're in pretty good shape. What do you do for a living?
I don't work. I take care of our kid.
So you're a stay-at-home mom? Mm-hmm. And she's 11?
He is.
He is
yeah,
11?
uh-huh.
He goes to school?
He does.
So what do you do during the day?
Nothing.
You don't want to work?
No.
So you're just living off of his child support?
I am. And we live with our mother.
And you're proud of that?
Well, we were living with him, and I was a stay-at-home mom. He made the income.
Okay.
But, I mean...
But you can work now, right?
I can, but...
So it's no but you can go get a job, right?
When asked about her own income, she says she doesn't work and doesn't plan to. She lives rent-free with her mother and relies entirely on child support. The judge is stunned. Is she seeking justice or just a paycheck?
So it's no but you can go get a job, right?
I could, but I'm not going to. My rent's free, my food is free. I mean, my mom's the homeowner. We don't have to pay nothing.
Okay. You know, I'm not going to go there with you today because you can, obviously you're able to work.
I'm able, but I don't want to.
And you should work, but again, that has nothing to do with me today. What we're going to do is talk about the modification of these numbers, all right? So your income has increased. It's increased about almost $400. So based on you saying that you receive about 90,000 on the high end.
She openly admits she could work but chooses not to. The judge pushes back, but she refuses to budge. Meanwhile, they calculate his true income. Will the numbers change everything? The support increase is coming, and so is the drama.
You're saying that you receive about 90,000 on the high end. It brings your gross to about $7,500, which your net is $5,465.22. That would bring, well, health insurance. Who covers health insurance?
I do.
And how much is that?
It's $110 a month.
Okay, 110. So what I'm going to do is give you credit actually for the health insurance coverage for the child. So that would slightly bring your child support down. And
Down?
monthly, yes, slightly. It's still expensive. $1,093 a month is what he would pay in child support.
That's it?
That's it.
With his income verified at nearly $90,000, the judge crunches the numbers. After accounting for health insurance, the new child support is set, $1,093 a month. Her face says it all. But is this the victory she wanted or just the beginning?
$1,093 a month is what he would pay in child support.
That's it?
That's it. Well, it would be more if you get a job.
He would pay more if I got a job?
No, it would be more for the child if you got a job.
Your Honor,
Ma'am, no.
You don't
no,
understand.
No, you don't understand. I'm basing his child support increase off of what it is that he makes. Nothing
He
more.
makes more than
nothing-
that.
Until you bring me something in here to show me that, that's what I'm going to base it off of.
Your Honor,
and again, you can work.
Can I say
suggest-
something?
No,
Please.
ma'am. Only thing I need you to say is, Miss Vonda B, I'm going to go find me a job. That's all I want to hear. If it's anything else other than that, I'm not entertaining it.
She thinks he should pay more, but the judge flips the script. You can work, he tells her, until she proves his income is higher. This is what she'll get. But just when she tries to speak, the judge shuts her down. What she says next. You won't believe it.
Vonda B, I'm going to go find me a job. That's all I want to hear. If it's anything else other than that, I'm not entertaining it. Pertaining to what I just said, do you have any questions?
I will go look for a job But please,
Great.
Please hear me out on one thing.
What is it? Make it quick.
I promise you I'll make it quick. Let's say that you have a battery-operated vibrator.
You know what? We're done right there. We're done. Is there anything further
You're
from
about
you,
to
sir?
climax.
Okay. Well,
The
ma'am-
batteries go out.
Okay, thanks.
That's him.
Okay, great. Let me tell you what we're going to do. You all are done, and if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Bizarre closing statement. She compares him to a battery-operated vibrator. The courtroom is stunned. The judge slams the gavel and ends it right there. But behind the chaos is a deeper truth. Who's really looking out for the child? If this drama shocked you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more courtroom bombshells. Justice isn't always clean, and it's never boring.